Now, let me ask you about the Hall of Fame Awards. A new commemorative plaque will be presented. Now, this is also an unusual event, but it is a championship. But first of all, I would like to commend it because it is a Hall of Fame winner. There was one thing that the current players were told before the match: the 34th WWWA World Singles Champion. And this day is not the WWW Championship. And so, Jimmy Kayama, from home, was the referee for this one as well. I'm Vice President Kunamatsu, and when I think of Mr. Kunamatsu, I think of him as the parent who raised me. Today's main event, there will be one match of 60 minutes. Blue corner, challenger, Manami Toyota. Red corner, Chigusa Nagayo. There was a call by Mr. Uji called The Dream Came True, which was a dream come true. It's very impressive, but this dream is right in front of the ring announcer. I can feel it starting. It is said that the first German suplex was taught to him by Nagayo. Instead of a big greeting, I came here with one shot. Chigusa accepts and stands up. Probably around the current German. Nagayo has a proposal for the women's professional wrestling world called romance. Let's call this a concept. It seemed like a challenge to such things. It's a greeting that has a lot of meaning, as his name goes. Ito is known for his style of performing big tricks as soon as the gong sounds. Since this seems to be denied, I adopted the word Roman. That's what I've come up with. So, in a sense, this battle really is. It's going great. Well, it's really an ideological struggle. There's something amazing about this kind of fight in the fight style. It's a dream match. That's right. This is a confrontation between what is currently being proposed in the women's mat world and the opposite. So, based on that aspect, I wonder what will happen, knee cross. In Nagayo's case, it was during the undercard era and the crash era. We are proposing a new style of women's professional wrestling. That's right. Now, I've joined my own group called Gaia Japan, and since then I've been looking at various women's professional wrestling groups, and I've come up with something called Roman, which in a sense negates what I've created. That's right, it's like I'm a high-rise building. Even though we have built one thing in one world, once everything has been put together, it is now a challenge to come up with a different proposal. That being said, I wonder if this aspect will be accepted by the fans and other players as well. I agree. It seems like we have to come up with an answer to this question. This is just a professional. That's right. I don't know if I'll be able to take out anything in this fight, let alone my opponent. Not really that style. That's what you learn. It's like a symbol of women's professional wrestling today. Built a skyscraper. It seems like we have to come up with an answer to this question. This is just a professional. That's right. I don't know if I'll be able to take out anything in this fight, let alone my opponent. Not really that style. That's what you learn. It's like a symbol of women's professional wrestling today. Built a skyscraper. This person is symbolically standing at the top of the building. This is amazing. This is what has created a style called women's professional wrestling. That's right. They build high-rise buildings of different quality in there. That's right. That's why it's interesting. After all, to put it simply, Toyota's movements will be stopped. I see, it's like Sasori is telling me not to mess around. This is also a technique that symbolizes the crash era. It's a scorpion, isn't it? Also, I feel like you can see a lot of Roman colors here as well. It's called space or impact. I guess it's a bargain. I agree. Or it is an expression of Nagayo's way of thinking, such as reconsidering all the basic techniques and how to present what we see to the customer again, but well, in a concrete form. This is difficult. The same goes for sticking to that style. Rather than sticking to that style, it's about being able to display this completely different ideology in battle. Yes, effort is important. From those four hands, he quickly runs up to the rope. This is Toyota's professional wrestling. Toyota Manami's ideology comes from another place. Wouldn't professional wrestling be more interesting if it moved more cartoonishly? There is one way of thinking. This is completely different from romance. My mind is always full of wanting to do some crazy moves. However, their ways of thinking are so different that I'm really looking forward to competing against them. I agree. The idea behind Toyota Manami, a professional wrestling group, that's also interesting. This person's greed for wanting to try something that they thought would be impossible. But because they were able to do it, if they were to draw it again, they would be able to do it. He's a special person, that's why. We often refer to this as a once-in-a-decade talent. However, so to speak, he is a person who comes out once every 10 years and is a symbol of the times. Of course, there may be a lot of people talking about it earlier, but it seems like it symbolizes something.
逆に言うと、いわゆる極めた時期がそれだけそのタイムラグがあるわけですよね。そうですね。そこでこのね、今という時代、全く違う体現イデオロギーを持ってまたやっているという、これもやっぱりこうプロレスの神様がそうさせて
I wonder if the gods of professional wrestling are making this happen. Today's match, there is a lake that I went around. He dropped a kick to the stomach. So I guess it's a technique that can be done in one hit. This knee kick is truly sharp from the past. There really is. It's the figure 4 again. Again, this is more than just giving something back. It's more like stopping the action logically and chewing on it. I see. Is this what it means? After all, he's an idiot who can't let go while biting, so this is already confusing. The detailed battle between the cats is interesting. Of course the current will be tougher this time. But then it's time for the rope break. It will soon be the final battle.
していくと今度はもちろん流れが厳しくなりますが、そのままロープブレイク。さあそろそろ
What kind of style will Nagayo develop from here? How will Toyota respond to this? As expected, when it comes to the structure after a breakout, it starts from the perspective and the stand. After, there is no gap. Lariat, and it's a sleeper. For things like this is Toyota's response to this kind of thing. There are some pretty tough sleepers. I broke the rope. Yes, yes. Now, how will Toyota recover from this? Front suplex, belly to belly. Toyota just grinned a little. What were you trying to do? Yes. Now, I see. I climbed to the top rope. Amazing. It's said that it started from an unexpected place and hit an unexpected place. There's about 3 meters from the ground from top rope to top rope like this. This is because the width of the ring is just over 6 meters. No, it's a normal thing falling from the second floor, flying from a height of 3 meters to 6 meters. I can't think of anything since it's concrete underneath. Now, my specialty is the swan dive. I did it in one step. This desk isn't broken, but it's a really hard desk that's warped. I've already tasted it completely. It's really broken. It was a huge shock. It won't change shape just a little bit or gently. That desk, as expected of Nagayo. This is Toyota's pace here. I had it all at once. Will you be able to fully absorb Nagayo's romance? This place has been destroyed. Dragon screw still here. That was an unusual response. The sharpness is different. What about Toyota? I had a feeling that Dragon Screw Nagayo was dating, but now it's a little like this. It doesn't feel like a random idea, though. It's a rolling cradle, probably because I'm particular about it. Now, here is the fall system. Take your arm. As expected, even with the rolling cradle, the speed was a little slow and it didn't accelerate. This is probably where Chigusa is particular. I think the response is a little different with normal players. Moreover, as soon as I heard that it was a 2 count, I grabbed my arm. That's right. This is where the confusion comes in. To Toyota, this kind of lack of opportunity is something that you can't really see in women's pro wrestling these days. We're both breaking this rhythm. Okay, let's fight for the bag. Did Toyota win the battle for the back seat? However, the point to answer is the degree of adhesion. It's rare that he doesn't show any slack. It worked. Don't show any gaps. Anyway, it's still in style. I'm trying to protect myself, but this is the first time I've taken a defenseless stance towards my opponent. His stamina has started to match Toyota's pace, but it looks like he's starting to run out of stamina. Death Valley? Look, it's not working. This is also like that cartoonish thing. That's right, isn't it? Cross arm. Moreover, this is a transformation. Well, Nagayo also stood up for this. After all, you have to eat that much food. It's here. This is a 2 rotation system. I've never seen anything like this unfold before. To Toyota. Nagayo has put up a lot of weight, so it didn't hold up. There are some things that I can't even mention technically. I see, it's like shifting your weight in a different direction. One more time. No. I didn't have enough energy this time either.
さあもう一回いくか。いやーでもこれも
I'll give it back in one go. Get up. I'll get up. I'm sure Toyota is a little confused because even if they fall from that system, it won't work.
トヨタ戸惑ってます。
Yes, things fell apart a bit. But we both started to see what each other was up to, but I don't know how that will turn out.
そうですね。お互いにこの意地が見えてきましたけども、それがどういう風な展開になるのか。
Admittedly, I was a little out of breath in terms of Nagayo's stamina. I'm already pretty tired. It has stopped moving. You're tired. Now, what will Toyota do? There is a point where Toyota's rhythm returns and never returns, but Toyota is once again a zombie woman who shows tremendous power.
トヨタなりのリズムが戻らないというところがありますが、
この辺りからまたものすごいスタミナ発揮する人
もう
ですから。
全然もう、言わずと知ったゾンビ女ですからね。
これはチャンスですね。
Oh, I want this to go on like this till the end. But no, I won't go back. I hooked it, I see, I just held it and curled it up, but this was count two. It's important in many ways.
丸め込んでしかしカウント2。
これやっぱりね、でもまあいろんな意味で長津選手の重みがありますね。
The weight is balanced a little differently, and Toyota's technique doesn't apply to it. Toyota and Nagayo acted like they hurt their legs a bit. I'm very particular about deciding on the Japanese Ocean Cyclone. This moment-by-moment movement is fast.
行きますかトヨタ。なんとしてもジャパニーズオーシャンサイクロン決めてやるぞという。
これはこだわってますよ。
はい。
この一瞬のね、パッとした動きが早いですね。
I haven't lost. I lifted it. What is this? Is it a swastika? Have you completely entered the manjitame? This one doesn't have hooks for its legs yet. It's sweet, but what do you think? Blue tape is flying around.
足のフック甘いが。
どうなんでしょうか。足のフックがないですから。
手が。
おっと、ギブアップですか。